Your works cited does not count towards your 6 type pages. So it's 6 type pages plus a works cited. It should be double spaced, titled works cited at the top, and then list all your sources in alphabetical order. You must have a citation in the works cited page for every source you use, whether it's scholarly or popular. So regardless of whether it's scholarly or popular, if it's in the in-text citations of your paper, it needs to be in the works cited. Failing to cite sources here is, guess what? Plagiarism. So if you do not cite the sources here, you're still plagiarizing, even if you have them in text. So please know you have to have in-text citations and the works cited page. Do not have numbering or bullets on your works cited. They don't belong there. I'm not sure why people are doing it. APA doesn't even have numbers, so I don't know where the numbering and the bullets are coming from, but don't do that. Remove all blue hyperlinks for URLs. Take those out. Take out any of the underlining. We don't do that for MLA citation. Nothing should be in all caps in your works cited entry unless the actual source is something that's all caps. So CNN, that source is all caps, so it would be. But if you're copying and pasting from a database that provides the MLA citation, but maybe they have a part of it in all caps, you got to retype that so that it's not in all caps, because that's not how it appears in a citation. And make sure it appears correct when you copy and paste a citation. The second and subsequent lines in the MLA format should be indented. So the first line hits at the margin, and the second and subsequent lines, they're indented for each citation. So please make sure you pay attention to that. Lastly, the paper is due Tuesday, 4/28/20 at midnight. No exceptions. Only people that will be turning it in after that are people who have spoken to me. We've corresponded. I've given you another timeline because there are extenuating circumstances. But everybody pretty much should be turning in their paper on April 28th. At midnight, okay? Because I need to be able to have time to get in and look at them and grade them. And then if there is a problem, there's also time for me to say something is incorrect or I couldn't open it. So when you upload your essay, you should be doing it in the research paper tab where it says upload final draft. Remember, docx or PDF file only. One of the reasons I don't accept Pages or Google Docs is because they open very strangely in the Blackboard grading viewer, if they open at all. So please make sure you do a docx or PDF only. If I cannot view your paper, I will put in a 0 for the research paper, and I will email you saying you need to get this to me within 24 hours probably of when I'm grading, as soon as possible, because again, we're not on campus. I don't have the alternative of having you give me a hard copy. Normally, when I teach 102, I require on the day the paper is due for you to drop off a hard copy to my office, initial that you turned in a hard copy, and upload your paper. We don't have that option, so we don't have an unlimited amount of time if I can't open your paper for you to send it to me. So please note, once you submit it, I'll get them graded, put them in, and then if you see a 0, that's a note to email it to me. Please submit it. Only email it if you have problems submitting it through Blackboard, because my email is over the top in terms of what's in there right now. So make sure you submit it through Blackboard. But if I'm unable to open it, I'll let you know. Please, you need to email it, and then try to make sure you do that as soon as possible. Those are the major things for the checklist. As I said, I'm looking for the research papers to come in as correct as possible. Again, if you corrected the things from the annotations and the rough draft that I indicated, that's what I'm wanting you to do. I'm not going to take off. So if you got an annotation that was 2 out of 10 or a rough draft that was 5 out of 10, I'm not going to take off the points or deduct the points from those items from the final research paper grade if it's correct. But if it is not correct, that's where the deductions are coming from, because you did not do the things that were necessary to fix the draft so that it could come in an acceptable quality for the research paper. So please pay attention to the checklist. Take a look at the samples that will be provided as examples, and then check against that to make sure that you have what you need to ensure that the paper comes in correctly, and then you can get a strong grade for this assignment.